Hi everybody. You know when people park like jerks and you gotta work around it? Today, I am that jerk. I totally parked crazy. I'm just leaving my client. I have a new client here in Santa Monica. So it's the nice thing about having a beach client is you get like the fresh ocean. There's just something, it's a nice little, you get your ions reset. Is that guy trying to back into me while I'm trying to back out? Come on, buddy. It's teamwork. We'll both make it. We'll both make it. We did it. The parking is a little crazy today because they've blocked off half of it, probably repainting something. Yeah, that was road rage, what you just saw on my face. I just get tired of people like rolling their eyes at you. Classy. So I had some stuff to say. I don't know if I've got a lot to say, but I had some stuff to say. This weekend I was working on a meal plan. So I'm doing the Matador protocol, which is 2 weeks restricted calories, 2 weeks maintenance calories. And I'm really good at the maintenance calories. I'm not the maintenance, I'm really good at the restricted calories. I'm very good at staying. The problem is you do that too long, your body thinks you're in a famine and it starts to economize because our bodies are smarter than we are. So yeah, we're doing good. The scales move in the right direction again. But it's been so bloody hot. The idea of, cooking or even thinking of something to eat takes too much brain power. My personal data center is swirling. I just can't do it. So there's this girl named Liezl Jayne something. She's adorable. She spells her name Liezl. It's a little weird. But she always does these meal preps, and I always think, oh, I should do that. And she's just so cute and makes it look so easy. And I never fall for it until this week, and I fell for it. And it was 30 minutes, no cooking, minimal chopping. And I did it. And it's a really good, it's a really tasty menu. Very, very tasty menu. It took me 2 hours to do her 30-minute thing, but I'm also counting the cleanup time. It took time to wash things and put things away. So yeah, so for me it was 2 hours. It was such a great idea. And the first day of the meal, it was so good. Nice little bento box breakfast, a tuna and bean salad lunch, and then an Asian chopped chicken salad. All of it is delicious. And a chia chocolate pudding. I didn't know if I would like the chia pudding. It turned out to be actually pudding-ish. So the whole day was a winner. But I got to the end of the day and I realized I don't know if I'm going to be as excited to eat this on day 3 as I was on day 1. So I had spent all this time with AI trying to reconfigure. Let's come up with 3 more menus that are similar to what she did. And it took a minute, and we got there. There's a Tex-Mex, there was a Greek, and an Italian. And you have to kind of negotiate to get things sort of smoothed out. On Italian week, I think the computer got bored because In breakfast, there were mozzarella pearls. In lunch, there were mozzarella pearls. In dinner, there were mozzarella pearls. Lunch and dinner were exactly the same, but they were given different names. But it was exactly the same ingredients in roughly the same proportion. So, artificial intelligence is not intelligent. It's dumb. It's really quite dumb. So if you're handing off big decisions to AI, I'm going to tell you that you need to step away from the computer, because that's not that. To do research, I think, fine, but you always have to question everything it tells you, because it makes really weird assumptions. So so here, day 2, I realized I'm going to have boredom. So I jumped in and said, I think we need to do 2 different lunches and 2 different dinners for every meal, for every plant. And I said, I have an air fryer, I have a crock pot, I have an instant pot. It's really hot right now, so I don't want to use the oven. And what the computer came up with was every lunch was an air fryer meal and every dinner was a crock pot meal. And I'm like, we're only supposed to have 2 meals, but you want me to do pulled pork, which that's going to be minimum of 4-pound roast. So, and then when I looked at the menu, it said dinner, pulled pork. That was the whole damn dinner. So maybe eating 2 pounds of pork at 7 o'clock at night is a good idea. To the computer, it was not a good idea to me. Yeah, there are things you can. I think the best use is to spark your own creativity and your own ideas. I don't think you can rely on artificial dumbness to get you where you need to go. At least it's not going to get me over the finish line. If I want to fail, hand it over to AI and just follow its orders. And then you hear like stories like back in the day, people got Google Maps and they were so excited and they followed it blindly, and this couple literally drove their car into the ocean because Google Maps told them to go straight. Like, you don't see the ocean. I personally think that we actually have the technology to do flying cars, but I think the lowest common denominator proves that we're not smart enough to fly cars. We can barely drive cars. Now you want to take the road out of the equation? I've got a really bad idea. And then what you do is you hand it over to AI and it'll fly you straight into the ocean. It's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. The other thing I observed today, oh my God. So, pot is legal in California for medicine or recreation. And there was a little store on La Cienega, and it was there maybe a year. And I just noticed this morning it's closed. The marijuana store couldn't make it. If you want proof that something is wrong with the economy, these people could not sell pot in California. Couldn't do it. It didn't happen. Their store is dead. That's crazy. So those were my big observations. It's been a couple weeks since I posted something. I know I'm really out of rhythm, and I'm sorry for that, but you know, sometimes life throws you curveballs. I don't know if you saw, nobody saw the video where I wake up, you just hear this whooshing noise. That would be the pipes in the bathroom gushing water at 5 in the morning. I was waiting for somebody to come and turn the water off to my bathroom and fix it. So here it is. I think we're at 3 weeks, and now the toilet won't stop running, and there's a leak in the opposite wall, and the whole wall is damp. You can see that the plaster's just soggy. So yeah, a whole month of bathroom stuff, which is not delightful. Not delightful, you know. And then I think, well, you know, I should probably just pack up and move, get a new place. This place is janky. And then I look at how much stuff I have, and I get overwhelmed. And I think, or I could just stay and deal with the leaky bathroom. The truth of the matter is, I'm really well past the time I should have moved. I really do need to get a new place. But rent is very expensive. I pay very little right now. I would have to double or triple what I pay. And that is the trap that is rent control. It's nice, but the buildings usually need a little more TLC because they're older, and because the landlord isn't making as much money. The repairs don't usually happen as quickly or efficiently as they should. It's just a whole ball of wax I don't want to deal with. Is it a ball of wax? It should be a ball of string. Am I the only one that's ever heard ball of wax? What is a ball of wax? I don't know where that came from. But it's more than I want to deal with. And I know I'm just putting off the inevitable. And I should probably just figure out a plan. Maybe if I just pack things and donate things and sell, if I just start culling the amount of crap I have, just get rid of it. As if I'm going, you know, it's like that Swedish death cleaning, except instead of death, it's moving. But it does feel like death cleaning. It really does. Oh. You know, the Marie Kondo takes everything out of the room, and then you got to put everything back one at a time. It's a lot of work. I Marie Kondo'd. I was all into it that week that show came out. Our linen closet was immaculate. For a minute, because nobody else was in on the program. And yeah. So those are the things that are on my mind. Yeah. Happy Monday, everybody. I hope you're going to have a really good day, a really good week. I'm doing some experiments with my life, with my camera, with my setup. I got a new tripod. This should be easier to use. So you might see me in locations other than my automobile. I'm not making any promises. I'm just saying I might mix things up. And that's it. That's the drive from the beach to my neighborhood. We're about to get off the freeway. Everybody should go to the beach. If you live near the beach, find time and go. Go to the beach. This week I'm going to try and go see The Odyssey. I'm going to try and see it on IMAX. roommate thinks that I will not find a seat, but I plan to go in the middle of the day, in the middle of the week, and I hope that the other film nerds have jobs. And so I will win just on the basis of 9-to-5 life, and I'm not a 9-to-5er. That's everything I know. That really is everything I know. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for listening to me. I'm in a good mood. We're having a good day. Let's have a good week. And, let's take care of each other. If your family is affected by the fires, anywhere in the world, there's so many fires. I wish you nothing but the best. Get yourself an air filter. And I'm in the middle of the intersection. Scooch up, please. I hate being in the intersection. Okay. Take care of yourself. Hydrate, especially in the smoky areas. Air filter for your bedroom, even if you only use it at night, because you don't want to wake up with a lung full of congestion. It's not fun. And my heart goes out to everybody. So, let's do this again. I'll see you later.